try to use an Xbox Live like that. That might be the thing. Cause you know that damn joint take a lot of that data, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? So might as well just cut the bitch off, man. But buddy, man, I have to just go through the phones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But back to what we was talking about. Listen, she had to throw.
So you basically telling me the way Nicki Minaj is, she gotta throw niggas under the bus to be popping.
I mean,
that's what you're saying. That's basically what it is, right? She gotta do these things that she's doing so she can be popping, right? That's what she gotta
50
do.
did.
But 50 did a lot of that before it was popping. And if you think about it, he really was only on that shit his first couple of albums. First 2 albums, he was on that shit. He went in on Ja Rule, the first one. Second album, he went in on Fat Joe, Jada Kiss, and all them niggas. And then after that, he had the little beef in the media with Kanye, but it wasn't really no real beef. They were just fighting for the #1 spot, which should have been how I'm looking at this shit. That's kind of how this shit is between Nicki Minaj and whoever she want to go at, whether it's Travis, whether it's Charlamagne, whether it's whoever. You see what I'm saying? It's just a whole bunch of publicity to get people to listen to this album.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Man, what the fuck? This nigga crazy. He try to get your attention like, hey man, let me in this motherfucker, man. Knocking on the door and shit. Let me in this bitch.
Look, these young people are, as listeners, are not in tune to rappers like they used to wait for the album. They don't wait. They go to the next one.
But see, this the whole thing. I feel like for a deeper thing, this is the really fuck the game up, right? Niggas just skip the music to the point to where they don't even really know what their favorite artist is already speaking on and what they stand for.
That's real. That's real. These young cats don't know what they.
Because I was getting into an argument with some dude. I don't know who this dude is. Really nobody to me for real. I don't know this nigga, but Bo know this cat. You know what I'm saying? He run the cat over my house. The dude, quote unquote, rap. I never heard a song for this nigga, but whatever, right? Yeah. So I'm talking about. I said something on my Facebook the other day. I'm like, man, all this Nicki talk just makes me really want to listen to this Travis Scott shit more and more. Like, Astro World better than Queen. I was just talking shit. Like, I really don't care which one is the best one. To be honest, I feel like a CD still, and the CD that dropped yet that's fucking with that Nipsey Hussle.
That shit hard.
Ain't a CD that dropped yet that's fucking with that. But anyway, you feel me? Like, at the end of the day, it's like, shit. So I'm like, well, he like, man, that shit trash, right? And I'm like, all right, so what makes it trash? He talking about a lot of the songs sound the same. I'm like, you're right. A lot of artists do a lot of the same type of joints sometimes. But it's all about the progression of what they speaking on in their lyrics. You gotta listen to these niggas' lyrics. I feel like Travis Scott's lyrics gets hidden behind a lot of the ad-libs and shit like that. He really spits some shit sometimes. He's not like the top lyricist. I'm not putting him on no number, like no top 5 lyricists list.
So he
decent.
He whiz. Whiz?
Yeah.
Ain't that's the best lyricist.
Yeah, but Wiz say some shit.
Will say some shit.
We'll say some shit, some real shit. It's not about saying the most intricate shit, like the most in-depth shit. Maybe you can just say some fucking surface shit that's gonna hit millions of people that's going through the same shit you're going through.
Emphasis you put on it to let these niggas know this ain't just a rap.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Niggas, at the end of the day, man, the way I look at it, music's so watered down. We don't need a lot of the bullshit. We just need good music. Because music's so watered down. Like, you know music's watered down. Even though it's a bad example, like Cleveland radio was so trash. Cleveland radio was trash.
That's why y'all should tune in to my feed. I'll be trying to find all the Cleveland cats who got some decent music.
But it's not really about not playing the local music. It's about not playing the music that's like on the cusp of popping that every other city plays. Cleveland, we get hit to the shit right when it done blew or it's about to blow. You feel what I'm saying? Like right when it blew already, like right the second when it blew, now we listen to it, or it's close, or it's like we're so close to blowing that we got the shit. Only thing that Cleveland was on like way first before a lot of motherfuckers was the screw shit.
Yeah.
For real. Because a lot of those screw artists, nigga, when I was in high school, all them niggas came to the city.
Yeah,
the Millionaire, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, they stayed coming to Cleveland. They stayed doing shows in Cleveland. Nigga, they had a song, Tell Them Bulls We in Cleveland. What you mean? Because niggas in the city had love for them niggas. They respected them niggas. You feel me?
Yeah.
And when it comes down to, that's why I say Cleveland music is trash. Because even the artists that's popping in the city, I mean, they show love. They play that Ray Jr. song with Lloyd a lot. That Me and You Against the World song. That's cool. That's a nice song. I like that song. You feel me? I think they should play some more MGK on the radio. MGK been having a lot of nice quality songs that he's been dropping.
Yeah, he had a lot of songs.
But niggas don't be really playing that shit.
Some of them don't know. They really don't. Some of these cats don't go looking for music. Some of these cats don't know nothing but what they play on the radio or whatever music they nigga listening to.
Mm.
I mean, unlike myself, I like a specific type of music. I like hardcore, you speaking from emotion and experience rap. You talking from something that you know familiar. Not what sound good or trying to make a new trend or trying to be creative, dealing with what you've already been through. But rap that day and age is fading so fast that there's very few artists that's really like that. Like a backpack rapper.
It's not no backpack.
It's not a backpack rapper no more.
Like people would look at Kendrick as being a backpack rapper, but he's a little bit more elevated.
Right.
Than a backpack rapper. Drake started off as a backpack rapper somewhat. You feel me? But Drake then elevated his game to the point where now his music is more popish. You see what I'm saying? But it's the same type of shit. It's the same comeback season Drake.
And there's always been them dudes trying to be popish, but it never stuck. People popped out, but that never stuck. Nobody was really feeling it at the time.
But fuck all that shit. Like we were trying to say though before this shit though, right? So Josh Gordon back on the field. Josh Gordon, for real, skill wise, he top 10 receiver in the game. He's fast as hell.
When he playing,
he got great hands. He blocks well. You see what I'm saying? So if you have a player like that playing 16 games for you, if the Browns only win 4 games, that nigga Hugh Jackson get fired. I'm telling you, and I like Hugh Jackson, but if the Browns win 4 games or less, 5 games or less, he is getting fired. They expect the Browns to win 6, 7 games. That's what upper brass expect. Me personally, with the players that they got on the roster and the schedule that we have, we should be able to, like, the Ravens are not that much better than us, and the fucking Bengals are not that much better than us. The only team that you can say that just head and shoulder better than the Browns right now is the Steelers. That's it. The other 2 teams, we done upgraded to the point to where we right there with them 2 teams. So I see us splitting or beating or one of those teams we beaten twice. One of those teams we beaten twice. In my eyes, hopefully they beat both those teams twice, and that's 4 wins right there.
If they win 4 this division,
they could win 4 games in the division, man.
I'd give them 6, 7 games.
I know the Browns don't have nobody on that team. I can see if the Browns just lost 16 games and they brought back the same fucking team, then you'll have a point. The team has changed. Correct. I'm talking about on paper, bro. On paper.
On paper.
On paper, they look better, but on paper, they look a whole lot better. They've been looking for the past 4 years, to be honest. Like, but like I said, it really don't matter. Browns play tomorrow. They play next week. It don't matter. I told niggas I ain't about to start really getting hyped about the Browns till they win 3 games. Period. They got to win 3 games, and I feel they're gonna have 3 wins during the season.
If they play, if they win 4, then I will watch. But that's the only thing I'm gonna watch is them because I'm on.
They're gonna look a little bit more competitive this season, just off the strip. Off the strip, they're gonna look a little bit more competitive. But see, football right now is just.
I take a knee to that bullshit.
I'm kind of not on the bullshit. I'm kind of not on the bullshit that surrounded it. As far as the game itself, certain fans are just gonna watch it. Certain fans just gonna watch the shit because they football fans. Like nigga like DJ, he gonna keep watching it. He gonna have the 3 screens on the shit because that's just what he does. You feel me? Football fans are gonna continue to watch football. That's the one thing that's for sure. But to me, it's just it be too much. It's too much unnecessary shit around it.
I used to be on that like DJ is on 3 screens before it was the 3 screens. I knew it was all happening. I caught parts of all the games. But when they start getting into stuff other than football, and it's been like for the last 10 years, it's been one thing after another, after another, after another. It make me be like, man, could y'all just stop and let these cats play football?
Yeah. But they just switch it up to the league. You can't really hit niggas certain ways. You can't do this. You can't do that. It is always something with the NFL, though. I can agree with that. So that's why it makes the game a little, not slower. I don't know. Maybe slower. I don't know. Like, it's just like, damn, I just don't. Like, when they start suspending motherfuckers for kneeling, that's when it's going to be a wrap. And I know they're going to do it. They're going to suspend motherfuckers for not coming out there for the national anthem. I know that's what's about to happen. And I'm not about to watch that shit.
That's pure bullshit.
I'm not about to watch that shit.
That's the type of shit that's gonna fuck the sport up.
All this shit fucking trash. Like, yeah, you're right. The hitting penalty, all that shit just getting trash. You're just like, God damn. Like, what is we watching, nigga? You feel me? Like, what is we fucking watching, bro? What am I watching on television, bro?
They might as well be playing flag football if you doing it like that.
Might as well. Shit, man. Somebody need to come up with a league. My nigga Randy Moss need to do what my nigga Ice Cube did. Make a flag football league with all retired players, nigga. Call it some shit like the Big 3 or something. Do some shit like the Big 3 on the flag football side. That should be lit. That should be lit. You see niggas like Chris Carter, Randy Moss out there. You feel me? My nigga Victor Cruz, niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? That'd be nice. Corners, receivers.
That's it.
You might see a little Deion Sanders site and shit like that. You feel me? Like that should be good to watch. You feel me? Like shit, fuck it. You already have like fuck it. If the shit already flat, we might as well watch some old school niggas play the shit too. If we gonna watch the young niggas, cause the Big 3 shit is similar to like the NBA in a sense. It's not the same, not at all. But I'm just talking about the grind and the way that it looks on TV.
Line down to 7 people on each side of the football. Because you don't really need linemen. People ain't getting tackled. Anybody getting tackled.
You said Tebow, D.O.D. is a hero and such a Christian, but black players can't deal. That's fact. That's
facts.
That's so facts.
Tim Tebow was the king of the kneel.
Yeah, he was a king. He was praying to God every time. He was praying every time he threw that little dumbass pass he was throwing. Although
somebody luckily caught that.
Tim Tebow was horrible. Tim Tebow was trash. Like he was horrible, bro. He was like he was not a good quarterback at all. He could run the ball. He could, you know what I'm saying? He could get some yards and shit.
And the problem with that is he could have played another position a
whole
lot better. But he
refused.
Right.
He could have been catching the ball out the backfield, fullback side. It would have been hard.
Right.
He would have been hard for real, but that nigga trash for real. That nigga, but he playing baseball now. I think he's still playing AAA. He been playing AAA for the past 2 years, 3 years. Nigga.
He blew his shot.
Man, this shit is crazy.
He shot himself in the foot.
Yeah. We talk about he want to be the starter and all this and all that. Like, nigga, get your ass out of here.
I mean, that's the trend. Think about it. What Johnny Manziel do? He acted an ass.
He didn't even make it.
He acted his ass.
He didn't make it full season though.
He acted his ass right out of a job.
Man,
That nigga was selling his jersey in college, selling his own jersey.
yeah. That nigga barely only made it, what, 5 games in the NFL? 6 games?
And where he at? Ain't nobody
He
seen
ain't Canadian. He ain't Canadian football, man, but he just got injured or some shit. Somebody would send me a link of that nigga Canadian football. Like, I said the nigga, I know what's going on. But I mean, yeah, he did.
He did the most.
So then this is another thing we was talking about on the pre-joint, right? Now we was talking about the little Channing Frye comments that he made, right? But we was talking about something differently. As far as, you know what I'm saying, he basically said that nigga LeBron James could win 40 games by himself, no matter what team he on. Now, we was talking about Tom Brady and shit, right?
Yeah.
And you said
Dallas.
it's the only team he could have went to besides the Patriots, and he would have still won.
Yes.
He would have went to any other team. He would not have 5 championships. That's what you're telling me.
He would. No, he wouldn't have 5.
Damn, niggas traded him. Damn, I ain't with him to nigga traded. Damn, my bad, man. Let's see what you were saying. That was a cut. That nigga got traded. Traded every trade.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
Traded every trade.
They do that.
Oh, this is outrageous.
So they
Shout out to my nigga Ha Davis, nigga, because this is beyond me.
How the fuck do you trade a player to another football league?
And then he get traded from teams to niggas. Maybe that's another league that can trade team. Nigga, but like you was saying, man, fuck that nigga Johnny Manziel, man. We talking about fucking Tom Brady. Nigga, no, nigga.
Okay.
So you telling me that
5.
right, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe not 5. Okay, what teams you putting him on? If you put him on that Peyton Manning team that he was with the Colts,
They don't want
5.
They don't want 5?
Yeah.
All right, because they did have the hard defense, had Freeney and all that.
All right.
Yeah, I'll give you that. All right. But I'm just saying, just off the strip, like, you got to look at it like this. I'm talking about if he got drafted to any other team, just off the dribs. You can't really say, I don't really want you to try to put a situation where you're placing them on this team and placing them on that team, because it's like, all right, that's a little easier to do. I'm just talking about just off the strip. That year of the draft, he would have went 6 in the 6th round like he did, but he wouldn't have went to the Patriots. Just say he would have went to the Chargers, or he would have went to the Rams at that time, or the Buccaneers at that time.
He wouldn't have had none. He probably would have got one with the Bucks, probably, because that was they got one during his span, right?
Yeah, I think the Bucks did win one. I think so.
Right, he might have got one because he'd have made that team better. But who's to say Bill Belichick wouldn't have found another ringer?
But see, that's the whole thing. The whole thing, right? And this is why sometimes I'll be really on niggas who be really trying to shit on LeBron, right? But it's like all this aberration of love for Tom Brady. You see what I'm saying? And it's not really just DJ. You know what I'm saying? Because DJ one of like the biggest Tom Brady fans I know. You see what I'm saying? But it's not really just him, the reason why I'm saying this shit. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who will put Tom Brady above a LeBron James, right? But Tom Brady has done less with more consistently.
Never.
Yes, he has.
Never.
All he had was Randy Moss. Man, what? You keep talking this Bill Belichick shit. That's what you telling me. Man, no.
Yes.
So that don't just take away his abilities. Just because the nigga Bill Belichick is that nigga coach don't mean to take away his abilities and how he throw the ball and what he knows as far as the game. That nigga just writing up plays. That nigga ain't telling Tom Brady, all right, man, you're going to have to throw the ball with this amount of velocity. He not telling that nigga that. He just writing the plays, and that nigga Tom Brady executing the plays. Similar to Greg Popovich writing the plays and Tim Duncan executing these motherfucking plays, nigga.
Now, the reason I feel like that, the reason I feel like that is because a good coach knows what his players can and can't do. He knows not to extend them further than what their capacity is. So if you ever play the game and you see the thing shoot through, and when you hit it at green light, he knows by watching his players green light what they need to be doing. Fuck how you feel. Fuck what you going through. You know where you supposed to be. If you are where you are supposed to be, you're gonna get the bitch.
But see, what you said right there, that applies to
the reason I'm
him
saying
talking to other players compared to just Tom Brady, the athlete that Tom Brady is. See, that's the thing I can't agree with. Because I've seen decent to below decent coaches win championships because of the players on these teams, not because of the coaches, bro.
Now, that being said, he swaps out people.
Yeah.
They swap out people, and it's still the same system swapping people out. The only one they not swapping out is Tom Brady. Yeah. Everybody on this bitch, even Grunt, when he got hurt, had to be replaced.
Yeah, he got swapped out.
Everybody has to be replaced. We got a running back who was good on another team and let the nigga go. Nigga, how many running backs was decent on somebody else's team? They got him for a hot year and was like, all right, we don't need that nigga no more. We get somebody else to get them same yards that he getting. That's the way their system is. The system, when you got a coach who make them abide by the system, make Tom Brady great. But if he get a system that's not like that, or if he run into a system like Dallas, who's been known throughout football history to have an offensive line like a motherfucking real brick wall, and or you had a team that was something like he might have won 2 if he played for the Ravens, 3, because just putting him on that team with the talent that he has, he know how to hit a receiver, and the defense would have held up until he got, you know what I'm saying? That was mostly that team. Their Super Bowls was their defense. Their defense maintained until he can get his shit off. We're not going to let them score.
Yeah, I agree with that too. That's what I'm saying. I agree with that too.
I mean, he is great without Belichick, but Belichick contributes to that.
But see, with me, I think he probably still won 3. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you was telling me like that nigga can't win 40 games by himself in the West, and I'm just like, okay, that's not 50 games by myself. Okay, I might be rolling the bandwagon. 50, he gonna have to have somebody else show up for that nigga to win 50 plus games on the West. But 40, come on, man, 40 ain't that hard to obtain. How many games the Lakers won last year? 34. Lakers won 34 games last year without LeBron. And Lonzo Ball was injured pretty much the whole season. He could win 40 by himself. Easily. That ain't really that hard. Yeah. Is he gonna put them niggas to the playoffs by himself? It should be the real question. And that's the question that we gotta wait and see. A lot of people think he can. Some people think he can.
I think he can do it.
But Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback to ever do this shit. You see what I'm saying? Who was before Tom Brady came, who was the greatest nigga, the greatest quarterback to ever do the shit that you would say? Joe Montana?
Joe Montana?
He never lost, did he? He never lost a Super Bowl, right? He played 3 Super Bowls? 3, 4. How many rings did Joe Montana got? 4?
I got 4.
4 Super Bowls never lost? Right. Tom Brady lost twice. But see, that's the whole thing about LeBron. LeBron lost too much, in my eyes. He lost a little bit too much. You see what I'm saying? let's just say LeBron would have just lost like 2. You feel me? He'll look a little bit better than losing, 4, 5?
Well,
losing 5 of them.
Not,
you see what I'm saying? Like, he lost 5 fucking times. Like, that's why niggas can knock him. He lost 5 fucking times, bro. 5 times. That's a little bit too much. Tom Brady just lost his second. He just lost his second one recently.
No, 3.
He lost 3?
He lost 2 to the Giants.
And then he lost the 1 to the Eagles. All right. 3. But still, 3, when he's 3 and 6, he got 5 reads, 6 reads.
5.
5, 3, and 5 is better than 3. The 5 and 3 is better than 3 and 5. It's better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a LeBron fan, but it's better. It's better.
So we're going comparing athletes to their wins that make what's named the greatest.
Who?
Mayweather.
Oh, that nigga ain't never lost.
He ain't never lost.
That nigga ain't never lost. But he is though.
Man.
But he is though. That's the reason why now niggas could say Kevin Durant is on the level, because Kevin Durant, he only lost 1 time.
He got 2 wins, 1 loss.
Yeah, he only lost once.
So how many?
Steph Curry only lost once.
So how many more wins is they gonna have to get to knock LeBron ass during this generation?
To be honest, like, he is already 50-50. It's already 50-50 in my eyes. 50-50, I think 50% is ready to knock LeBron. The other 50% is holding on. I'm in the 50% that's holding on. It's 50% that's ready to knock LeBron at any given moment. He lose 1 more time, or Kevin Durant or Steph Curry, one of them niggas win 1 more ring, they win next year. It's officially over with. It's like, then now niggas is talking about Kevin Durant or Steph Curry being the best player. They ain't talking about LeBron no more. It is officially over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, 1 more win from either of them niggas is officially over, because Steph Curry will have 4 rings at that point. He'll have 4 fucking rings, bro. He'll have 1 more than LeBron. Then it'll be like, oh shit, this nigga Steph Curry played shorter time than LeBron, has more rings than LeBron. That's the argument. It's like, what the fuck? He's 4-1. You see what I'm saying? That's what people are going to go to. 4-1, 4-1. No matter how these things played out, they're just gonna go with 4-1. That's the shit that's gonna reign supreme. It's him doing 4-1 at a fight.
Both of them niggas him and KD is gonna be put above LeBron. If it get to that point, because KD, he wouldn't have had 4 rings without KD. He would only had
probably 2 rings. He had 2 before. You know, he only had 1.
He would only had 1. So,
I don't know. They might have had another one. They might have got another 2. I don't know. I mean, they still was the best team in the West without Kevin Durant. Now they're just better. Now they got Kevin Durant and DeMarcus Cousins. What the fuck? DeMarcus Cousins, all them niggas hitting threes. Nigga, DeMarcus Cousins shoot threes. Draymond Green shoot threes. Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. They whole starting 5 is shooting threes. The shit is crazy.
What's that gonna be?
Man, I see the video. They had JaVale McGee shooting threes. I'm like, man, the game is fucked up. When you see this nigga JaVale McGee pulling up from 3.
Who was talking about they want to coach for Golden? Could be Golden State coach.
No.
It's some player. He old player talking about he want to be Golden State coach.
Yeah, he not, man. But teams ain't built to stop niggas either, though. Like LeBron by himself, like, see, Jordan's teams was built to stop niggas. Jordan just elevated them to another level. Yeah. They already was good defensively. You see what I'm saying? So now you got a great scorer in Jordan that elevate them niggas. You see what I'm saying? The same thing with the Lakers, too, in my eyes. You had Kobe, Shaq, they elevated the Lakers. You see what I'm saying? LeBron elevates a team only so much. If it ain't nobody else there with him, it's ridiculous. Like Scottie Pippen was number 1, was fucking all defensive player the whole time. The whole time. Yeah. You can't name another situation where this nigga had a motherfucking defensive player on that magnitude on his squad. Shane Battier, Shane Battier, nigga. Shane Battier ain't even fucking with motherfucking Bruce Bowen, nigga. Shane Battier ain't never fucking with no Bruce Bowen. You see what I'm saying? And Tim Duncan had a Bruce Bowen. The Golden State Warriors, they got a Draymond Green.
Yeah, LeBron ain't never.
Who the fuck? Like, who the fuck?
LeBron ain't never had nobody.
That's why niggas want to say. That's why a nigga like me would say he the GOAT, bro. Because he didn't put himself in these positions without that shit. With just maybe a sprinkle of Kyrie. Sprinkle of Kyrie there, sprinkle of D-Wade there, sprinkle of Bosh there. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen, that is true. They did build stuff around Michael Jordan. They didn't build around LeBron. They just put stuff there. They made him work with whatever they put there.
Yeah, they was in top defensive rankings, but their offense was trash. Their offense was trash. Like that series where they got swept first, all those games was 5 points or less. And they just holding the Spurs to under 100 points. The Spurs ain't hit the Cavs for 90 points in that series. But they couldn't score. So Jordan had situations where at the end of the day, Jordan can pass it off to the nigga Paxton, can hit a clutch three. Clark can hit a clutch three. Pippen can hit some clutch free throws. Niggas get clutch rebounds, do all this shit. Yeah. If LeBron don't do the shit, is it gonna get done? Only got done 1 year without all LeBron. That's the year where, you know what I'm saying, the NBA helped, Kyrie helped. It was a whole lot of things that helped LeBron win that ring in Cleveland. It wasn't just LeBron.
The Illuminati helped.
A lot of shit helped Bron. Bron ain't win that shit by himself. He didn't do it. He ain't win it by himself. He ain't win none of those rings by himself. He ain't beat OKC by himself. He had situations where Mike Miller, he hit like 7 threes, shooting threes with one shoe on. Mario Chalmers hitting shots. Shane Battier hitting shots. Then the year after that, gets the Spurs, D-Wade showing up, Bosh showing up, Ray Allen saving his ass. You see what I'm saying? He ain't winning this shit by himself. The same with KD. You got Klay Thompson, you got Steph Curry, you got Draymond Green. He not winning these rings by himself either, bro. The fact is, when LeBron loses, LeBron still get like 30. What's the niggas who was helping him in the series he was winning? What they do?
Nothing.
Only time that it was really, and then it's like this, like the last year when LeBron was here, Kyrie, LeBron, they balling. They balling. Kyrie fucking balling. They can't stop nobody. They ain't playing no fucking defense. Just like last year. So who the fuck they gonna beat? I don't give a fuck. Kyrie can hit 70. They're not beating nobody if they can't stop nobody. Yeah. I mean, all that is true.
That's true.
He did have stars. I just basically just said without those niggas, he wouldn't have had 3 rings. Ain't that what I just said?
He was surrounded by specialists. His whole career, he was surrounded by specialists. People was designed to give him the ball back. Shoot. If you miss, they're going to wrangle that bitch and they're going to give it back to you.
I'm talking about with Jordan.
Yeah.
But Jordan should be, see, at the end of the day, beating Boston. Boston at that time was still a motherfucking dynasty, bro. LeBron lost to dynasties too, man. LeBron, the Spurs, dynasty. Golden State, dynasty. Only team he didn't lose to that was a dynasty was what? Dallas. That's it. He lost to dynasty teams every time. He ain't losing he ain't really losing like no niggas who you really thought that he was supposed to beat now.
Yeah, the best 2 specialists.
Yeah, the best specialists in the game. Nigga, all types of niggas. Like, he had specialists like a motherfucker. Tim Duncan had some of the best specialists in the game. Tim Duncan had Robert Horry, nigga. Shaq and Kobe had Robert Horry. He one of the 3-point specialists, nigga. Specialist, nigga.
Hakeem had Robert Horry.
Nigga, what? Man, that's why I be like, man, shit be crazy. But I mean, it is what it is. I think he can win 40 games. I just don't. Me right now, I just don't know about no finals. I don't know how far they're gonna go. I'm really on a wait and see situation. I'm looking at my Cavs. Hopefully, my young bull get Rookie of the Year. I think my young bull get Rookie of the Year this year. Probably. I'm calling it right now. August. Shout out to my young bull, Colin Sexton. He gonna ball out. All they really got to worry about is Kyrie, John Wall. Other than that, he gonna be balling. He gonna be balling.
So what if we ball out on Kyrie?
Then damn, he balled out on Kyrie. Damn. But Kyrie is definitely gonna get that nigga back. Don't think he won't. don't think Kyrie won't. Kyrie will bake that nigga. Please believe it. Kyrie's been baking niggas for years. He's gonna continue to bake niggas. I don't think that's gonna change. So to keep baking niggas.
You a great player for buying into your system.
Yeah, because LeBron is the system, nigga. See, that's the whole thing. When LeBron's in the game, LeBron's the system. So he had to get players that buy into what LeBron wants to do. The coaches, all that shit never really matter with Bron.
If he could buy into the system, if he could buy into a system, that'd be.
You said the MVP coming out the East. So who's gonna be Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie,
John Wall.
John Wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like I beg to differ because every team that he had, all he had was shooters that he could just kick out and they could shoot open threes. He penetrate and kick it out. That's the LeBron James game, man. That's how LeBron James likes to play. LeBron James likes to be able to get to that lane, get to that rack. And when you get to double team with him, he wants to make that correct pass for that wide open 3-point shooter. That's how he's been playing his whole career. That is a system.
So he's gonna let Rondo be the point guard for him this year?
You should.
Give him on the cut, turn.
He really should. LeBron don't need to be doing all that point guard shit like that. LeBron need to just be a power forward, man. Be in the post, man. Fuck all that bullshit.
He need to go ahead and get his Karl Malone on.
Yeah, fuck all that bullshit, man.
Cut to the hoop.
Get to the rack, nigga. Do your thing, nigga. Fuck all that dumb shit. Fuck all that dumb shit, man.
You know how he do. He a superstar. He gotta handle the rock, set up the play.
Yeah, so what's up? You was getting hold on real quick on the side note. Man, what's going on, man? What's going on this bitch, man? Feel me?
Oh, call.
Yeah.
My cousin wanted me to come see her. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make time to go see her.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Football is about to be real lit. You feel me? We play the Super Bowl champs tomorrow.
So what you think it's gonna be?
What you mean, Super Bowl?
Yeah, you gonna make a prediction. You gonna make a prediction now? Or you gonna wait till after this?
I'll wait for like week 3. I'll wait till like week 3. I mean, the Patriots, they always in the running. The Eagles look like they're gonna be in the running for a few years too. I just want to see what teams like what Dallas gonna do, what Pittsburgh gonna do, what Jacksonville gonna do.
I mean, Pittsburgh.
Because Jacksonville got one of the best defenses in the game, man. I don't know. Like, a lot of times, those teams that make those runs and win those fluke Super Bowls or those Super Bowls you ain't really expecting the team to win, it's off the defense. And the Jaguars got one of the defenses, and the nigga Jalen Ramsey been talking that shit. So he going to have to back that shit up this season, man. I really want to see he going to back it up. And I think he will.
Patriots and whoever.
I'm telling you. So Jalen Ramsey, that nigga that he say he is, nigga, the Jaguars should be in the Super Bowl.
Tom Brady gonna retire.
Dang, they a fluke, huh?
Think that was a fluke?
But Jalen Ramsey is the best corner in the game, my man. Who's better than Jalen Ramsey in the game, my man? Please.
What happened to old boy who said he was the best? They see him.
You talking about Watson? I fuck with Watson. I fuck with the Texans. But I'm asking you, bro. Is Jalen Ramsey not the best corner in the game or not? Is he or ain't he? And if he's the best corner in the game, able to shut down receivers, able to lightweight, fuck up quarterbacks' way of moving through the game. And they still got one of the best run defenses in the league as well, too. So I don't really think it's much of a fluke as you may think. Niggas was all hyping all that shit up. Niggas thought that Jacksonville would beat you. You was thinking Jacksonville would really give your Patriots a run, and they kind of did. They kind of gave the Patriots a run for their money last year.
They tried.
Damn, that don't mean nothing, huh? That's funny. Niggas be changing their shit up, man. Niggas be changing their shit up. You talking about the preseason, nigga, or regular season last year? You talking about the playoffs last year? That nigga was a rookie, right? Wasn't Jalen Ramsey a rookie? I think Jalen Ramsey was a rookie, or he was or that was his second year. This is his third year in the game. Like, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback to do it. Of course, Tom Brady gonna shit on the nigga, or really get a nigga a real run for his money. That's really the only quarterback in the game that probably will, or Aaron Rodgers.
He'll wash.
We'll see, man. Because I think they still got one of the best defenses in the game, Jacksonville. Their defense ain't changed. You see what I'm saying? Their defense ain't. They ain't really lose nothing on defense.
What Aaron Rodgers and the Packers gonna do?
Man, real talk. I need Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady in the Super Bowl one of these years before Tom Brady retire. Period.
Don't look like it's gonna happen, bro.
That's what I said. That's what it's looking like too. But that's what I want. Aaron Rodgers, arguably the only other nigga that's fucking with Tom Brady is Aaron Rodgers.
But now that he ain't at none of the dances.
Yeah, and that's the point. And that's really the point to me. So if that nigga Marshawn Lynch wouldn't, so they wouldn't, so if they would. And he shredded him though. But see, he shredded the Eagles too. They had the #1 defense. He shredded them too and lost. He shredded them and lost. Yeah. And if they would have gave the ball to Marshawn Lynch, he would have shredded Seattle. And they still would have lost.
That lost Seattle.
Damn.
Damn. Now, it goes back to me telling you about.
Damn.
I feel like Bill Belichick need to get some credit. He beat Seattle on the strength of the system. They team didn't follow the system that got them there. They rolled Marshawn Lynch back all the way down there, and they felt because this is Bill Belichick. They got a defense to stop everything. We're going to surprise them. We're going to do something different because I know they can stop him. No, they didn't believe their system. Bill Belichick.
They really can't stop Marshawn.
Right.
They couldn't stop that nigga.
I mean, in all actuality,
the Patriots could stop that.
In all actuality, the Patriots could have. But at that time,
they wasn't going to stop him. And then the way that game was going, they wasn't going to stop him. Drew Brees is in the conversation. Drew Brees is in the conversation too. But Aaron Rodgers is them the top three, bro. Them the top three. You can't, and like, Ben Roethlisberger ain't better than no fucking Aaron Rodgers, nigga. I don't give a fuck about the Marines. I'm talking about pure on the field, throwing the football. That nigga in Roethlisberger is not as accurate as no fucking Aaron Rodgers, bro. Drew Brees the only one close to being as accurate as fucking Aaron Rodgers, nigga, with no type of line. What? Come on, fam.
Now Big Ben is a different type of. He a different type of entity.
It's not like I'm trying to knock Tom Brady either. I'm not trying to knock the nigga at all. All I'm saying to you is at the end of the day, him shredding up the offenses and shit, that really don't mean shit either. If the defense don't get stops, nigga. In football, it's about the defense too. It ain't just about Tom Brady getting 500 yards, 600 yards passing, nigga.
If you can't get a stop.
I mean, that's why Aaron Rodgers ain't been close to the dance since. That nigga Aaron Rodgers, every game he throwing 250, 300 yards. That nigga Aaron Rodgers ain't giving niggas no 150s, no 180s. He giving you 2 or better, 3 or better. And he ain't get out the first round. And after they win that Super Bowl, he ain't got out the first round since. It's about more than just being a good quarterback. Just like it's about more than being just a good cornerback. It's got to be the same shit. Niggas got to pick a side and stay on that shit, bro.
Tom Brady is an anomaly.
Ain't never gonna be another Tom Brady. It's never gonna be another LeBron. It's never gonna be another Kobe, fucking Jordan, Shaq. It's a lot of players that it's never gonna be another one of.
No.
One of one. But see, at the end of the day, right? And this is where it goes on to what you was talking about, or what you just said right there.
What?
Talk about shitty defenses, right? But what's your boy specialist at? But what's your boy specialist at? Putting together schemes to beat this said team or that said team. No matter how good the defense or what type of players they got on defense. The Patriots always had a stud on defense, whether they was on their last leg or not.
Somebody who knew what was supposed to be going on.
And handled it in the Super Bowl.
Right.
And handled it in the fucking Super Bowl.
He might have only played like 4 games.
He might only play that good. You probably played that good just in the Super Bowl. Yeah. But still. So then it's like the point that you were saying earlier, you kind of make a point too. Because Bill Belichick is the reason why a lot of those shitty defenses click in the playoffs. He's the reason.
Just be where you're supposed to be. Don't worry about nobody else.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what you saw.
Every year the Patriots won a Super Bowl, that defense clicked in the playoffs. Right. Every time.
And that defense might not have even been looking that good during the season.
Yeah.
Tom Brady was out there.
Just slinging it, doing Tom Brady. Yeah. So that's why I was like, I don't know. It's only a hit. Like I felt like this when we already started on this came to a whole another whole shit. But that's how I feel like, you feel me, shit. It's only a few teams that they could have went to besides the Patriots to get the rings. There's only a few other teams that if he would have fell into a good defensive team, then yeah. If he fall into a team that's just good on offense but the defense suspect, without a Bill Belichick, he probably wouldn't be able to do it.
The coach, if he fell on the coach, he could have got 2.
Yeah, the coach had good defense. The coach had a lot of good defensive players, bro. In their prime.
If he would have landed on Dallas, he could have got like 3, 4. He probably could have got 5. Because, what's the name would have bought into Tom Brady? The owner, whatever Tom would have wanted, he'd have gave him whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones. Then,
yeah.
If he would have went to the Ravens, they would probably got like 2. For that fact, if he would have went to the Steelers, he probably would have got 2.
Yeah. All right, so.
But now, if you put him on the Cardinals,
he would have had Larry Fitzgerald.
That wouldn't have been enough.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't. But they still have running backs, too. I don't know, man. But, I mean, that's a conversation that we can really try to get in depth to more, watch the season wings. You know what I'm saying? We just chopped it up about a lot of little things and shit.
So, your man going to give you all the information about these footballs going on, and I'm going to keep my mind open until see what the Browns do. If they win 4 games, I'm all in. I'm going to start watching all the games. But I'm taking a knee to the NFL and the bullshit that they on. And if a nigga get suspended because he wants to stay in the locker room.
If some shit like that happen, we ain't talking about football. We ain't talking about football for almost a month. We ain't talking about football for a month on here. We suspended the football talk on here for a month.
Yeah.
So let that shit happen. I'm dead ass. We not talking about that shit. Because that's some corny shit. Matter of fact, we might talk about the shit. I might just go the fuck off about that shit.
And then I'm waiting.
Might tag the NFL in the shit. Fuck it. Y'all gotta see this shit. Y'all gotta understand this.
Now, we did talk about the 40 games by itself based on what I saw from the Lakers. And every time, that's how I found out who Kyle Kuzma was. So I was watching him. And he was putting up real good numbers. You know what I'm saying? Considering they wasn't talking about him. They were talking about Lonzo Ball. But every time they said something about Lonzo Ball, he had a good game.
Yeah.
So it ain't going to be 40 by itself.
It's not. Because if he ain't by himself, nigga, they win 50. If them niggas get to showing up, he win 50 games.
Right.
And the MVP.
And if he
He win 50 plus games. LeBron getting MVP
If
because
he
the NBA rigged like the NFL rigged.
I'm gonna
like,
tell you like this.
They get that shit to LeBron.
By himself, LeBron can make it out maybe out of the first round. By himself.
He's gonna make it out the first round.
Now
he ain't never lost in the first round. So now just because he's on the West, now niggas gonna talk about he might lose in the first round.
No,
that's what I'm saying. That's that fuck shit.
No,
he ain't never lost in the first round his whole career. Why he just gonna start now because he on the Lakers, man? Please.
That being said, I don't know either unless there's something spectacular happening. He's not getting to the finals this year.
Somebody gonna have to get injured for him to get to the finals this year.
Yes, somebody's gonna have to get injured for him to get to the finals.
That's on some real shit.
Right. That's
on some real shit. Real talk. Even if he would have stayed on the Cavs, if they wouldn't have got nobody majorly, I would be like, I don't know.
Only thing the Cavs could have got to the major something would have been Cousins.
They're not planning to stay in the first round. Ain't gonna be no HC. I ain't going for that either. If they play Golden State, they'll probably be second round, and then they gonna lose.
Yeah,
because they got too many niggas shooting. Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins shooting threes, all this motherfucker shooting threes. It's just too much. As of right now, that's how I feel. When I feel like this in April, May, who knows? It depends on who's playing, how they playing. It depends on if the Lakers picked up somebody. It depends on what if we talking all this shit and niggas talk about trying to keep him in Toronto and all this, and then all of a sudden they make a trade. Lakers make a trade. Then they got Kawhi Leonard in like December or January. Then what? You see what I'm saying? I can't really go off of like just off top right now. Boom, they not beating Golden State right now. I can say that. I don't know what's gonna happen in April or May in 2019. I don't know.
They're gonna need one more piece than just Kawhi Leonard if that happens. Still beat Golden State.
But Golden State is going to be the 1 seed this year.
Yeah.
Golden State is going to be the 1 seed. The 2 seed is going to be either Houston or Golden State. I mean, either Houston or OKC. Whoever not the second one is going to be the third. So out of the Warriors, Thunder, and Rockets, those are the top 3 teams in the West. Number 1 is going to be Golden State. The other 2 is just going to fall. I don't know which one going to be 2 or 3. They both got the capabilities to be 2 or 3. You see what I'm saying?
So what your boy? What the Lakers gonna be? 6,
4th or 5th.
They're not gonna be 6,
4th or 5th.
4th or 5th.
4th or 5th. They're gonna be fighting with Utah. Utah gonna be right there too. Utah fuck around. That's who they fuck around play the first round. Utah. Minnesota taking a step back. Minnesota will take a step back, and the Portland gonna take a little step back.
They've been stepping back.
Portland gonna take a step back. They're going to trade one of them niggas.
They've been falling
during the season. I think. I don't know because right now, man, Portland been underachieving, similar to the Wizards. They're gonna have to make a change over there.
But they've been on the slide since they got rid of.
Yeah, I got a hot 50 on my nigga Russ. Especially the way that this shit going right now. I got a hot 50 on Russ. What's good? We can put this on right now before I hit this end video. I got a hot 50 on Russ. We get the second seed in the West. I got a hot 50 on. Straight up. Got a hot 50 right now. We're gonna hold this for a couple minutes till you feel me? Until he says it's better now. I'm just trying to see if it's better.
And this is a non-capital establishment.
There it is. 100%. That's a bet. But with that being said, I'm about to hit the end on this joint. We'll holler at niggas next week.
Hey.
It is what it is.
You know how we do this shit.
Cool. That's what I need to know. I'll take that too. Straight to the motherfucking back. Like my first name.